What would you say are common examples or ways that somebody can differentiate an actual objection, an actual concern, like they actually can't afford it, versus saying they can't afford it and that's really not the case, or it's too much money? Like, how do you differentiate between the two?
The way I differentiate it is when I think about the sales journey, like working with someone when they're interested and getting to that point where you're deciding yes or no, should we move forward? It's how do we get to that point of an objection? Because if we think about the framework, when are we actually handling objections? It's usually towards the end of a call before someone moves forward.
Mm.
If someone is already telling you, let's talk about our program, the metabolic reset. A lot of people are offering this, and someone is saying they don't want to change their diet, or they don't want to change the way they eat. They don't want to try to sleep earlier. They don't want to try to take a walk once in a while. Then do they actually want the result that you're trying to offer? And no objection handling is going to help them unless they come to that are beginning to reach that stage of change where they see they have a problem. They are starting to look for ways to solve that problem.
Mm.
So oftentimes excuses are hard to overcome. I've come to a point where I know I can't drag a horse to the across the finish line. I can't force someone to do something they're not at least open to exploring. So that's where I'm starting to define it's a level of commitment, I think. So when someone's committed, objections actually help them take that last step. An excuse is usually fighting someone to try to convince them to do something for themselves.
Right.
And
Right.
if you're in that position, I don't care how, it's usually very hard. And even if someone says yes, they're going to deal with people changing their minds, refunds, if they're not emotionally committed to that solution that you're offering.
Yeah, you can't save someone who wants to drown, as they say.